this to be live, but it's all good. It is all good. Ouch! It is all good because so for New Year's, my plan was to be live. Let's wait for people to get in if they do. I don't know if they do. Oh, hi, boobs. Give it a minute. What, Mama? Where's my lighter? Come here. I thought I had everything. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry. Hope everybody's doing well. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. I am nervous. You will see me sweat. Plus it's warm in this house because it's raining and it's like humidity. Plus I have the windows closed for a reason. I want the sound to be good. Okay. So I wanted to come on here today because I know for the first I wanted to be here with you guys, and I was here, but it was very rushy and half-assed, and you guys don't deserve that, and I don't deserve to feel bad about it, so I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. So that's why I want to come on here today and just be here with full attention and just, you know, just trying to do the right thing, man, and give myself peace of mind and, you know, support you like you guys support me. So that's the whole point of this video. You guys deserve that, and, you know, you just do, because you guys are a good collective, and you guys have grown a lot. You guys have grown a lot. You guys have learned a lot from things that you guys have been through and things that we've actually all gone through, because we all went through this together, you know, on a micro level and a huge level, a collective level. So it's good that, you know, the people that want to also do the right thing and just be better and do better are who is going to be here. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of myself. How was your guys' New Year? Did you guys do anything? I don't even know how the channel. Yeah, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. I have my computer right here, so we'll go ahead and do your questions if you want. Yeah, you guys, I want to just thank you guys for being supportive. Thank you guys for always, you know, giving me my space and my, you know, time to breathe and recuperate and just revitalize myself, my energy, you know, on my own. I appreciate that, so thank you. So let's do reading for the collective. I know we did the reading and it was a lot of abundance in material things, like things coming to fruition in the physical realm. I remember that, but okay. So let me just explain to you. So on New Year's, I ate shit. I think I told you, but I'm not too sure. I don't remember. And I did go live, but I didn't pick the calendar that was like pending for, you know, like it was scheduled. And I didn't go at the little top of the calendar and pick the date like that it was scheduled for. I just hit live and it created a whole new live. So I did go live. I just Did it wrong. So yeah, there's that. And then yeah, I shit on fucking New Year's Eve. I slipped. I tried to gain my balance, but I put my foot on like a little half-inch pad that my dog has food and water on, and she's a sloppy bitch. So when she drinks, she has food everywhere, has water everywhere. So when the water goes under the mat, it gets slippery. And I'm sure when she was drinking earlier during the day, she probably fucking spilled everywhere. But me not thinking that, I went to go close the front door, and I turned around and I kicked the pad by accident. And so I closed the door, and I was turning around, and I slipped a little bit on the water. And then I try to like put my other foot down to regain my balance, but I put it on the pad, and fucking my feet slid out under me. And imagine dropping, okay, I don't weigh 100 pounds, but imagine like a fucking disc of 100 pounds and just dropping it from like here. It's like boom, gravity just set my ass down. It's kind of crazy. I know that there's a lot of people here that are growing and all that stuff. And sometimes, like for me, I know that like in the past, things would happen. Like no matter what, I wanted to next level up or was ready for a new start and had like these goals, like something always like happens. And now my ass hurts. I have like a huge bruise on my left butt cheek, and I can't really walk, and it hurts to get in my car. It hurts to get out of my car, and I just feel like a fucking 90-year-old lady at this point. So yeah. And then I had unexpected plans that I felt good about, and I wanted to attend to, but I wanted to keep my promise to you, and I wanted to fucking go there too. So I was pretty much shuffling. But yeah, that won't ever happen again. If I'm committed to here, then I'll be committed to here. I'm not gonna, do all that. So that was done to me this week by my amiga. Well, she has a husband, and he got the day off on New Year's Eve, but he didn't have it like the day before, and so she found out the day that he does have the day off. So she canceled on me and with her husband. I get it. It's your hubby. You want to fucking do the thing, ho. Right? You gotta keep your family together. You gotta keep your. So, I apologize. I'm sorry. So let's do a reading for the collective. Whew. Thank you, God, Source, angels, archangels, ascended masters, past on loved ones. Thank you for being here with the collective and I. Thank you for protecting us, providing for us, comforting us, giving us unconditional love and guidance and support, and just covering us with your love and your protection, and making sure that our loved ones are protected, our loved ones are comforted when they're not around us and when they're doing their own thing, and give us more guidance and help us to get closer to you every day. And thank you for everything that I have. I'm grateful for what I have and who I have, and I'm grateful for the collective, and I'm grateful for my strength and my resilience and my willingness to keep fighting the good fight without being bitter. That's why. Justice right here at the bottom of the thing. All right, so let's do reading. I found these cards. Oh my god. I haven't used these cards in forever. So we have a Hierophant card. A Hierophant card. I was dying to do this video over again. And I, I don't do videos like back to back and all this other stuff. So I really was guided. It was pressing. It was on my heart. It was on my mind. And I know that if I didn't do something about it, then it would bug the shit out of me. It would bug me so bad. Anyway, so we have a Hierophant here, which is commitments, contracts, sacred contracts, actually. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. I am a disgusting human being. But I'm just myself. So there's the Boy Scout. Isn't that the Boy Scout fucking thingy? The Hierophant has the Boy Scout sign. But I saw this piece. And it's right here, working hard to, keep that, maintaining your work, keeping hard to maintain your goals, to, show up. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. Someone's in their head about something, and there's the sword across. He has two swords, one in his head, one in his other hand that's coming down here, and another one like this. So there's someone very guarded. There's someone very guarded. They're in their head. They cut off communicating about love in itself. Yeah, the Lovers. Interesting. Yeah. So I feel with the Page of Pentacles here, I feel very, since there's two men here, masculine energies. I feel like there's a masculine energy that is stuck in a time frame where he wants to start at that point again, but years have passed. So say that, say you're 21 when your mom died, but you're 41 or 31, whatever, 10 years have passed, right? And you just keep reminiscing about, like, you want to go back to the time when she was alive. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. I feel like that's what that energy is. Someone wants to stay in a time frame where their relationship that they had, or the people that they had around them, was in a good space, was, good, like it was true to them. And something, heartbreak had happened with the Lovers, right? And this Page of Pentacles, that had to be something over money, something over physical, material things. Again, with the Lovers. And the Chariot. Yeah. Interesting. Maybe she left, maybe this, I don't even know how to say this. Maybe this person, because there's a man and a woman here, but there's a man and a woman and a woman here. And there's a woman. So I think it could have been because she was lesbian. Like Ross and Friends. Ross. I didn't know she was a lesbian. Like, why did you marry her? I didn't know. It's like there was no signs. But it's like that. It's like someone wants to go back to a time when they were with someone and in love, and they thought everything was going great, but this person had other things going on that under their feet, right under their nose. And so I feel like there's this energy that it's a space and time. Like they want to start where they ended with when love was good. That's tough. No matter what it is, whether it's a marriage, a relationship, I don't know, a friendship. It's like you want to go back to that time. But with the Chariot here, it is like, yeah, she's moving backwards, and the Lovers here is trying to push them forward. So it's like the divine energies, your higher self knows the truth and wants you to move forward. Yeah, but that's from the Three of Swords, exactly. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles here. The decision about the Lovers. Queen of Swords. We get so caught up sometimes and blinded by love that, we just kind of accept things and do things that we normally wouldn't do because we want them to be happy. We want, but honestly, you just be molding yourself, Some women do so many things for men, and then they lose themselves, and then the woman gets unhappy because she was trying to do things and be a person that he was, wanted her to be. So she shaved off parts of herself to become that. And then, and in doing that, you tend to lose yourself sometimes. And same thing that goes for a man. If you're going to, do everything that a woman wants and not follow your own instincts, like that is just something that, you know, that's our own fault. That's your fault. That would be my fault because I've done it. It would be our own fault because you wouldn't, but the thing is, you wouldn't know until you know. You know what I mean? You wouldn't know until you know. Yeah, chill cups. Don't be afraid. It's like, don't be afraid. If you see the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords, man, I feel like this person, whatever the past energy was, this past love or what have you, they were very upfront, they were very guarded, and they were very deceptive. And I think, you know, taking away things, you know, like taking away things without subconsciously, you know, putting limits to certain things without trusting. Two of Cups here. You know, I believe that, like, if you have friends before you met someone and this person comes in and they want to say, oh, you know, they're jealous or whatever, insecure about your friends that were there before them, and they want you to stop talking to them or what have you, like, I think I'm kind of on the fence about that one, because first of all, they were my friends before you got here, and why should I, you know, like, why should someone, you know, drop off friends when, you know, I feel like it's a big thing. It's a big ask, you know, it's a big ask depending on who the friend is, you know what I mean? Oopsie. Depending on who the friend is. 4 cups, 5 cups. You know, a lot of people beat themselves up over this. I did everything you said. But that's not their fault. That's your fault. That's my fault. Because if you wouldn't have, and if you would have stayed true to yourself, then you wouldn't feel that way, right? You wouldn't feel that way. You would be like, damn, I did everything I could. I stayed true to myself. I tried to give you what you needed without overextending myself, and that wasn't good enough, right? Some people, if they don't get what they want, some people are viciously will go after your physical appearance, your physical, what you got going on, what you own, where you work, like all this shit. It's like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? It's like, I take care of you, or like, I don't know. It's very unbalanced. But with this Hierophant card, this 9 of Pentacles under the Hierophant card, it's knowing, talking to God, talking to Spirit, talking to your higher self, and asking yourself, giving yourself space to be alone and to actually think about and contemplate what is best for you, what people, you know, people say things, yeah, but like, are they saying it to whatever, or are they saying it because it's true? That's what not caring about what other people say. Okay, so if you want to not care about what people say about you, that's what you do. You go, if you're offended by something, obviously you're offended for a reason, right? You're offended for a reason. It may not be me, it may be you being offended or triggered by something about me or something like that, but not necessarily me provoking you or vice versa. I'm just using me as an example. Or provoking you or provoking whatever. I feel as though if you get offended, then that you have to dig deep and say, well, why did I do that? Da, 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 da. Obviously, yes, right? Because, and a lot of people will bash other people and make them feel like, you know, they're useless. One guy told me that one time. It was a joke, but it was funny. But yeah, like they're useless. Like they can't, like, you can't get up to my level, or, you know, you're not good enough. Or, you know, just women can be scandalous too. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that make assumptions about men and women, and really don't know shit. You know, don't know shit. And for people to accept that and take that in and claim it as your own, that's reacting. That's absorbing it and being like, you know, well, maybe deep down inside there is something that's true about it, but maybe it's not that deep. You know what I mean? And a lot of people will be like, you know, I'm not gonna say that. Balancing out the situation. Justice again. The Three of Swords. And the Ten of Cups. Balancing out the situation. The Justice card here is looking at the Temperance card. It's really questioning what you're receiving and exerting it out in a different way. It's transmuting it. It's just accepting shit too. Like, okay, yeah, I do, or whatever, like whatever they're claiming. Like, let's say, for example, like, you do hoe shit. Okay, yeah, so I do. What is it to you? You know what I mean? Like that. Like, I remember one time my boss was like, what if I called you a hoe? And I'm like, I would be like, so? Because if I am a hoe, okay, so? And if I'm not a hoe, but you're calling me a hoe, it's not going to be true. And I'm like, okay, so? But he thought my reaction wasn't normal to him, because people that are hoes will get offended by being called a hoe, and people that are real bitches will get offended by being called a bitch, and guys that are really narcissists will get offended by being called a narcissist, or a fucking cheater, or egotistical, or fucking whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, why is that though? Why is that though? Because part of that is true, maybe to a certain extent, maybe the whole extent, you never know, but that's not for us to figure out. Our job is to figure out why we're accepting certain things, or, you know, whatever, what have you. If people care about you, then yeah, absolutely take it into consideration. But if nobody knows you, they don't finance you, they don't feed you, they don't add anything to your life, don't. Because there's a lot of people out here that will try to make it seem that you're exactly how they're describing you. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I do. Look at Magician. Magician with the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this right here is using your intuition. For me, this is what I feel. Because the Magician here is next to the Seven of Cups. And this man is blindfolded. Everything in these cups, though, except for the one right here, is visible. And his hand is on the one with that's covered, and he's blindfolded. So it is absolutely using your intuition when it comes to choices and things that you choose to, you know, accept, that you choose to go with, or what have you. And with the Ace of Wands here, it's like using your intuition is going to divinely guide you into a certain pathway, into a certain type of action. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, man. There's the Empress here, and the Two of Wands with the full moon. Amen. All right, so the full moon is in Cancer. So the full moon is in Cancer, and I mean, today I wanted to go live outside because there's like meteor showers today at 5:30, but it's fucking raining and you can't see the sky. Same thing that happened last time, so whatever. But yeah, it represents another powerful juncture, providing comfort as well as challenge. Most overtly significant and intriguing lunation is the Venus. Is it? Oh, it is. No, that's not. Oh, hello. Stop. What are you doing? Okay. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, so it says this rare and fascinating configuration of Venus, Mars, and the Sun and the Moon is, however, only a small part of the plenitude of the planetary connections involved in the lunation. We can take this to imply that massive changes of the previous 20-25 year at both individual and collective levels, what I say, are set to continue into the new year and perhaps even accelerate. Interesting. Let's see. We can use this energy very well if you want to move on from something, if you want to change your mindset, because the planets are really working in our favor right now. And this is interesting. I can see why I was guided to do this. So if you're guided to do things, absolutely flow with it. If it feels right to you, go with it. Because if you're being guided to do it, it's for a reason. It says, it says paying close attention to the inner wounding, like likely residue of early childhood trauma and completely digested. Yeah, so things that happen in our childhood because I'm part of the collective. So things that happen in our childhood that wants to come up. You see, this is where the collective is at. This is something that is very helpful to you guys. If you guys haven't or are working through trauma, depending on where you're at in your journey, right? Because everybody is not at the same level as everybody else, and and always just be yourself, because why would you want to be anybody else? Because these fucking people sometimes are vile and and just not even an option in wanting to be them. So be yourself, because nobody's going to be you better than you. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's also changing in home because it's in Cancer. I know the new moon is in Capricorn as well. I think like mid-January, but they are the 1/7. So it's releasing things that it's going to bring home work balance. Being safe at home, just kind of making it your place, your stability, your sanctuary, in any way that you can. You know what I mean? There is going to be a huge cultural change, absolutely, with the nodes changing and everybody trying to hang on to it has to be my way, or you're going to go wherever you're going to go, or you know what I mean? It's like fighting to the death. I mean, other people fighting to the death, because we ain't got to fight to the death. I need my vibe, my style. I'm going to go where I'm guided to go. And if people don't like that, then it's my life, my choices. Sometimes I'll make choices that I think are the best for me at the time. And maybe they don't work out. But fuck it. It's my choice. I have to take responsibility. And that's what it's all about. So, yeah. It says, deepen your self-awareness and introspection with your own personalized blah, blah, blah. It says, massive changes are happening now. I highly recommend that folks get a transit report. Because you know what? Your natal chart is absolutely... So astrology has been like tabooed because people think that it's not significant, but it absolutely is. It's scientific. These are coordinates we're talking about, and it's been proven fact. So your natal chart will absolutely help you to see what houses you need to work on, what themes and stuff. I believe I'm going to start doing just like a little course on basic fucking astrology 101. I mean, natal chart 101. Fetus 101. Happy New Year, fetuses. We're all fetuses in 2026. It says, it says, in our individual values that we espouse, and in standing up for these, we are ultimately powerful. And when we band together in sufficient numbers, there is indeed nothing that can stop us. This is true to the extent that we can be clear about our priorities. This is therefore not the time for putting our heads in the sand as the ostrich is rumored to do, escaping the impact of events. This is, on the contrary, the time for taking our stand, for listening with care to the old adage that states, be sure you're right by your own lights, and then go ahead. This is also a message of prominent Aries, feminine warrior, in support of soul intention, position close to the conjunction with Chiron. Oh. It is absolutely go where you're guided, because your soul is going to tell you where you need to go, how you need to respond, how you need to address a situation, certain things. That's also this full moon here. It's also illuminating that in our work area and our home area. Yeah, interesting. I see why I clean my whole fucking house, right? I mean, it still has shit because I'm tired and half of my ass doesn't work, but whatever. So we have the Empress here and the Two of Wands. I have the Empress here and the Two of Wands. It's, to me, this card is like leaving the past behind and taking action to move in a new direction. That's what this is. With the Hangman here, it's, he's upright. So it's like, even though we seem bound to certain things, places, energy, whatever, we're not. It's just an illusion. You know, there's a lot of egos right now. There's a lot of egomaniacs. She's a maniac. You know, and there are people out here that are just hypocrites. You know, and I've known that for a while. It's just coming to the fucking forefront, very prominently, very damn, like that. Very damn. Very shockingly. Anyways, let's go. I found this card and I haven't heard this one. What's going on hysterically? I can't get that. My ass hurts. I cannot. Okay. Ooh. I have to make it up. Okay. Oh my god. Seriously. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. Higher heart activation. Yeah, this 111 portal that we just went through. I mean, we're still in it, actually. It's saying dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. And it's going to take time. Yeah, astral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. Standing your ground, yes. Standing your ground, keeping your boundaries up. Don't fall for the okey doke. Okay. I am love. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am kind. I am out of control. I am a work in progress always, but I am balanced. I am loving. I am compassionate. I am a child of God. So it says right here, I am presence, light body activation, assessing the divine within. You know, right here it shows me like this portal into the sky. Damn, I wish we could have done that today. Stupid rain. A portal into the sky. Like, you see how there's portals here? This gives me fire energy, and this gives me water energy, earth energy, well, water energy. This is a DNA activation. This is something that has woken up your ancestors. Confirmation. Be quiet, Salem. He's super annoying. He has separation anxiety. Come here, Salem. This is something that's awoken your ancestors. You see this DNA patch here? This DNA symbol. This DNA symbol. It looks like a fetus. It looks like a being. And you know, and these are like statues back in the day. Like, they used to have tombs, you know, like for your ancestors or what have you. It's a sacred land. Sacred earth, sacred skies, sacred land, sacred activation. It's activating your ancestors. Something's awakening the ancestors that on a deeper level. On a deeper level, because every every karmic cycle that we break down here, because it's a low vibrational energy, every low vibrational karmic cycle or generational curse that we end up pushing through, oh my god, pushing through and getting rid of and just breaking, actually, as above so below, so as below so above, it's actually doing that. You see, this is above and that's the ground. This is earth energy. This is the sky. So it's like this heart activation energy is awakening the ancestors on a higher level to help you, to protect you, to guide you on a new level. On a new level. You see that? You see how it kind of bleeds into that? It's like you've awoken angels as well. There's divine awakening. There's going to be more knowledge here. Soul star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts. Remembering who you are. Yeah. This is Merkaba activation. Transcendence, ascension. You are rising up. You are. And see, look, it's under ancestral realm. So it's awakening the ancestors. The ancestors are awake and alive, and Merkaba, protecting you, protecting you. That golden shit, all this golden energy, it's awakening them, which is also awakening something inside of you. And there are people, souls that are here that are also connected to the same type of ancestors, but they're on a different level of the journey. They're on a different, look, they could be anywhere on their journey, but I'm saying it's also going to awaken something in them very slowly, because this is something that is in your DNA, but it's something that you've activated already. So someone could be here on their journey, someone could be here on their journey, and there are people coming here on their journey, but there's a lot of people that are connected to their ancestors with this DNA code. And those that are on the journey that are being activated, and their higher and lower selves are being activated, their ancestors, the new level of ancestors that are being activated, bam, there's going to be certain knowledge coming in. There'll be, some people can't take everything, a lot of information, but this soul star activation is the connectedness to that with the eagle here. Is that an eagle? It's a bird, but it's a messenger. Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, what I say, and then the cycle. You're going to remember who you are. Okay, so we have Anunnaki here, and we have Atlantis. This is something that's going to connect. Wow. It's going to be activating a lot of people's DNA. A lot of people will not know what the hell is going on. But they'll be put on game. They'll be put on game real quick, depending on how they perceive it. You know what I mean? But that's why the awakened souls that are at this level are here to be here, to show up. I'm not fucking choking myself, but I'm just saying I'm happy that I came on here. No matter who's in the feed or anything. With this soul star activation, we are here to guide the little ones, the babies, to protect them, to put them on game when it comes to certain people, because those are the ones that are going to be, sought after, just like we were, and we are here to put them on game. And these are for my soul people. These are for the DNA activation OG people. You know what I mean? That are Anunnakis, that are from Atlantis that have higher heart activation. Not for these monkeys. I mean, I love monkeys, but there's good and bad to everything. So the fucking Neanderthals. No, that's not a monkey. What is it? An orangutan. Is it Neanderthal monkey? He's a monkey merging into a person, no? Whatever. I think a Neanderthal's a dingbat, like a dumb guy. Right? You're a Neanderthal with your fucking dragging your knuckles. No, that's a monkey. No. But he, for real, I think a Neanderthal is a man that was a monkey morphing, like evolution. Sorry. Just kidding. Memories of Atlantis. It says spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. It says Seraphim's gateway. It says voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support again. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul family again. A lot of memories are going to start coming in. It's a lot of DNA activation. It's a lot of light codes. It's a lot of soul codes. It's a lot of connected to the divine. There's something, we've reached a level. We've reached a level. We passed a level. We have risen the vibe of the collective. One more time, baby. One more time. I love that song. Daft Punk. Hathor, light codes. I'm telling you, there's a lot of ancestral, celestial, star beings from like, we've been here before. And we all know that. It says light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. What do we got? Shambhala. Boom, Shambhala initiations. Retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma. You know? Order of Melchizedek. Embracing the light, mission uncovered, don't give up. I'm telling you, we leveled up again. Like the mission was uncovered. The mission, there's a new mission. It's not a new mission, it's the same mission. It's just on a different playing field. On a be as clean as you can. I don't mean shower shit and shit. I mean, try to eat. Look, this goes for me too, okay? Because I dip it and I fall out, and I do it and I fall out. It's like 2 weeks. I gotta have some balance, bitch, okay? But yeah, eat clean, fucking try to move your body around, exercise, like walk, exercise. I can't do shit right now, but it's all good. It always happens this way. I'm not surprised. And cleanse yourself if you feel the need to, because we can overdo it sometimes. It ain't that serious, but you know, don't get all paranoid. It says Thoth light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. I'm telling you, this is ethereal. This is why I was called to go on YouTube, because whatever my purpose is, or whatever my calling is to do, it has to happen in the spirit world before it happens physically. And that's where we're at. And I'm not saying, oh, it's all me, okay? I'm saying the people that are at this level know what's up. And we don't even gotta say anything because there's no need to. You know, the word code again. Codes. Speaking in codes. Speaking in time. Speaking in code, Morse code. We can say something and mean something, or we know what we're talking about, but there are other people that would be like, you know, taking it a different way because they're not on the same realm or dimension or playing field or ascension or journey that we're on. You know, they could be fucking still here, still, baby fetus. Karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story and live your truth. Excuse me. Yeah, they can still be a drifter, experiencing life as it comes. I was, there was this thing that I was listening to a long time ago. I'm telling you, and it's, I have to put in the whatever, the crossing, the initiation, or 9. Okay, so the initiation was last year. So the last year was the number 9, right? So this year is the 10, wait, is it? Let me see. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So last year was the initiation. Whoever's going to be crossed over, it will be happening 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's happened like this right here. The disowned self is where a lot of people are at because they have crossed the threshold, and now everything that they disowned about themselves, everything that they disregarded, everything that they have not accepted, everything that they're denying, everything that they're lying, denying, and crying about is going to be ablaze. Ablaze. And this is the yin and yang symbol, and it's the bottom. So there's just one part of that yin yang energy, and that's the shadow self. So this is going to be a lot of, this year might be the work of shadow work for a lot of people, depending on where you're at. Deep, quiet meditation and stillness. Yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that. All right, we have empty well, time to replenish. There's a lot of replenishing time. This winter, like I'm saying, replenish yourself. Do what you can, and don't overexert yourself, and don't overextend yourself. Don't do things for other people that you wouldn't do for yourself. I learned that a long time ago. Don't do things for other people that you wouldn't do for yourself. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because yeah, then whatever, but no, like if you wouldn't do that for you, then absolutely not do it for someone else, because you're giving to someone something that you haven't even given to yourself, and yourself is more important. People have gotten the word crazy twisted, motherfucker. The only crazy motherfucker is you. And the horse you rode in on. For real. There's like I'm saying, there's black and white to everything. So people are like, oh my god, they're crazy. Like, yep. Think what you want. Think what you want. Obviously, there are a lot of people that know so much about men, and you're a woman. And there's men that know so much about a woman, but they're a man. Okay? All right, make it make sense. Make it make sense. All right. Cool. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Yes, stability. That means a stable foundation, because it's the number 4. So getting closer to God, holding God's hand, walking with him, being at his right hand, like just reverting back to him for confirmation, for assurance, for making choices, for whatever it is. You know what I mean? Just don't, if it's not a hell motherfucking yes, a hell motherfucking no. It says first breath, beginner's mind. Exactly. There's a lot of people that are barely starting this journey because it's scary, man. It's scary. Look, life is tough. Life is tough. And no one ever told me that. But I'm telling you. Because I wish someone would have told me, but I didn't have that. So I'm telling you now, life is tough. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let it make you bitter. Don't let it make you, feel alone. Don't let it make you feel you're unworthy or anything. No, don't believe those things, because, and if you are believing them, you could be being once you hear things so many times, you do start to believe it. So let me just tell you that my mom used to be a dick, and my mom was totally mean, but whatever. But once she started telling me things that like I did start to believe it, and I would lie to myself and I would believe it. You know what I mean? So I know it's true. So it could be from childhood, but now that it's coming up in your adulthood, that childhood trauma, that childhood words and acceptance or thoughts about yourself that were embedded in you, placed into you, pretty much programmed you by someone that should have been protecting you and um, encouraging you is incorrect. Because a lot of people will project their fucking insecurities and their bullshit and their lies and their deception on to other people. And it's a fuck no. No. Like that ain't me, dog. It says the farther gate. 10. And it comes on this. So it's like a bold step forward. Okay. We're doing it. All right. We have unmarked trail revelation. People will project their fears and heartbreak and bitterness and just negativity on, just like word vomit all over everyone else. And that mirror is going to break soon. Ego stimulation. So people that do that to other people, it's to make themselves feel better. So it's a very, 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 very high red flag. People that like to talk down people and make them that they're not, blah blah blah. That's not acceptable. And like, look, man. Okay, fucking Mr. Perfect. Like, this is perfect. Like, come on, man. People obviously haven't been through that much to have that mentality. Because people that have been through a lot know that life is not in a fucking square. You may be a square, but life is in a square. And it's not all that. Sometimes you make plans and it's like, no. Maybe that hasn't happened yet, but there's a time in everyone's life when that happens, when things get totally out of control, that you have no control over shit and you just have to fucking grin and bear it, like seriously. And, that's where you find inspiration. That's where you find your grit. That's where you find your strength and your bravery and your courage, and you fucking get your ass out of it. It says heart, home, compassion. And that's how other people have compassion for other people. Other people that don't have compassion for other people, a lot of people that are logical don't understand emotionally intelligent people. And will have a hard time getting a girl or a guy. Not that that fucking matters. That doesn't matter to me, but I'm just saying. It will have a hard time having a relationship or connections to just like communicating, I guess, with other people, or just like relating, I want to say, and showing people grace. Diving into a task, yeah. There's jellyfish around. It's like I'm doing it regardless of the jellyfish. Like Fortune's wheel. Yeah, this is the wheel of fortune. This is fated. Luck and right timing. Something beautiful is gonna happen here. Yeah. Eyes on the eagle, rising above the fray. Oh, isn't that a band, the fray? I'm gonna cry. When my grandma passed away. Not this past grandma, but my dad's mom. I lived in LA and they were living in Oxnard, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I got the call, and like I drove like 80 miles an hour from LA downtown to fucking Channel Islands, and I made it there like in fucking 25 minutes, and all I heard was the song like on replay, like can't talk about it right now. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. It estimates. Oh, I can't. Oh my god. You have to get up. Oh my goodness. Fuck. Yeah. So it says, okay, step one, you say we need to talk, and then he says he walks, you say sit down, it's just a talk. He smiles politely back at you, you sternly politely run on through some sort of window to your right as he goes left and you stay right. Between the line of fear and blame, you begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend. Somewhere in the bitterness. And I would have stayed up with you all night had I known how to save a life. Let him know that you know best, because after all, you do know best. Try to slip past his defense without granting innocence. Lay down a list of what is wrong, all the things you told him all along. Pray to God he hears you, and I pray to God he hears you. And where did I go wrong? As he begins to raise his voice, you lower yours and grant him one last choice. Drive until you lose the road or break with the ones you followed. Ooh. It says, where did I write? And then it says, yeah, how to save your life. It says, he will do, wait. It says, drive until you lose the road or break with the ones you followed. He will do one of two things. He will admit to everything, or he'll say he's just not the same. And you'll begin to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong? Yeah, that song. There's one more. I'm sorry. This one. Okay. So the lyrics. Okay, so I found God on the corner first in Amistad, where the West was all but one, all alone smoking his last cigarette. I said, where you been? He said, ask anything. Where were you when everything was falling apart? All my days were spent by a telephone that never rang, and all I needed was a call that never came. To the corner of First and Amistad, lost and insecure. You found me, lying on the floor, surrounded. Why'd you have to wait? Where were you? Where were you? Just a little late, you found me. It says, in the end, everyone ends up alone, losing her, the only one who's ever known who I am, who I'm not, and who I want to be. No way to know how long she will be next to me. Lost and insecure. Early morning, the city breaks, but I've been calling for years and years and years, and you never left me no messages. You never sent me no letters, and you got some kind of nerve taking all I want. It came out of my nose, okay? Oh shit. I says, why'd you have to wait to find me? So it's like a lot of people are turning to God, and it's like, you know, asking him why he wait so long. But it's like there's divine timing in everything, you know. So you actually found him. We're the ones that stray away. We're the ones that, you know, dropped a connection or let go of God's hand or whatever the hell. You know, sometimes we feel betrayed by God because he took someone that we love or we're in love with or whatever, you know, and that is losing faith. And a lot of people lose faith in love and life and the world and people because, you know, they're so scared of like getting hurt, but like that's life. Like, you know, it's like better to have loved and never loved at all, or better to have loved and lost and never have loved at all. You know, there's still good people out there, but like also too, you are what you attract. So if you're going to attract, if you are a materialistic person, you're going to attract materialistic people. And a lot of materialistic people, you know, look good, but they're not good people. Like, you know, but there's a far and few in between that are, you know, they're like a needle in the fire, like maybe 1,000 needles in the haystack. But I'm saying, But yeah, you know, that's why it's very important to like, I feel like as though people judge not knowing that like they too will be judged. It says the Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Again, go to sleep. Go to sleep, take a bath, go to the park, go do something in nature. It's enjoy the stillness, enjoy the quiet. Like I bought this flame tornado. It's like 35 bucks on Amazon. And you put like alcohol inside and the fucking flame goes like this, but it's like it's a table centerpiece or whatever. It's really cool. Really cool. I'm trying to work with it. So I have another thing that I'm working on. Okay, anyways. Let's see. Fool's embrace. Transmuting pain. What I say. Dream thief. Refusal of the call. There are a lot of people that won't answer the call because you have to embrace the pain, embrace the feelings, embrace the trauma, embrace, you know, what you've been through. And a lot of people are afraid of that, and that's okay. It just means you're not ready, and it's okay not to be ready. You know, you're ready when you're ready. Trust me, I felt like I was ready so many times, and I just wasn't. You know, I wasn't. And then I had to be patient because I was being very impatient and very like, you know, I wasn't ready. You know, and then I just started to like listen and be guided and, you know, be patient with myself because I was a very impatient person. And I just fucking was like, it's so stressful to be impatient, you know? All right, so we have the air paradigm shift, the 4, stay grounded. We have the portal keeper. We talked about that already. We have alignment, was last year. And we have new blueprints. Ow! Just kidding. And we have full spectrum, baby. Yeah, dude. I've been wanting to go to Mount Shasta for the longest time. It's gonna be one of my goals this year. We'll go. We'll go. You can be with me in spirit. And we'll shut up. It says this is our ancient future. But you know what I read? Our ancestors' future. But same shit, no? Let's what? Nice and cute. All right. We're gonna do reading. Okay, I'm gonna close it up here because I don't know how long I've been on here. It's 7 o'clock. Okay, so 5:55. So an hour. Okay. All right, it says paradigm shift, an innovative way of existing, new earth energies, inspiring others, fresh air, flying higher than you have before, more expansive perspectives, and an unconscious shift. We are in a time of great change, and the speed of our evolution is increasing exponentially. More knowledge and power are available. There you go, D. Okay. Are available. I lost my place. Available to us as individuals than we have for centuries. There are also more platforms where we can share this information. We have the ability to connect with the tribes who are making a difference, to connect with the web of change where our lights unite and increase. Information where our lights unite and increase. Okay, but I am. Okay, so it says communication, sharing wisdom, the breath of life. Did we have that on here? Breath of life or something? I felt like it. Anyways. Breath of life. Okay. Movement, faith, winged helpers, intention, inspiration, and change. Oh, and then we have 44. Shine your light. Okay, so we have un momento, por favor, number 50. All right. Give me 1 second. You're It's, this is an emergency. Oh, there's 18, 18 twice. This is an I hope everybody's okay. 38. People crazy. Crazy on the road. I'm kind of a crazy. Yeah, I'm a crazy driver. I'm not a crazy driver. I'm an aggressive driver because living in LA, you gotta get in where you fit in, okay? Because LA's ruthless. Fucking people be stopping in the intersection just to fucking go. It's like, you're blocking the intersection, motherfucker. Come on, you know Beverly and 3rd. Or what is it? Fucking La Cienega and 3rd. Fucking hate that. I hate that place. I hate LA. It's beautiful, but I hate it. It's too much. Too many people. I can't. I'm sick. And they're all like worried and shit. And like, yeah. Like, ew. Yuck. Yucky. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we had 18, right? Yeah. So we have alignment here. It says enter integrity, being a vibrational match for what you want to bring into your life. That means negative and positive ways, right? If you're going to be, oh, fucking woe is me, wah, 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 bitch, I'm little baby, then you're going to bring in woe is me, wah, 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 bitch, I'm little baby, right? Okay. So into your life, manifesting from a place of love or fear, right? Manifesting from a place of love over fear. Energy flows where attention goes. Subconscious sabotage, seamlessly actualizing our dreams. It says, look at where your desires and manifestations are being seated. If your plans or dreams aren't unfolding as you would like them to, it's time to take a deeper look into other areas of your life. Is it something out of step and with integrity? Are you making decisions through fear or of love? If it is through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seemingly backfire to encourage experiences that will bring you back into balance. It is time to become a vibrational match for what you are seeking instead of striving harder for something. Cultivate the feeling of already having all you seek. Yeah, I heard someone say that earlier. Anyway, also consider whether you are choosing to manifest. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm done with that. Done with that card. I have hiccups. I don't think that's all. I think 50. Yeah. So we have the portal keeper. Unique gateways. I'm telling you, there was gateways here, codes. I found these cards for a fucking reason. I found them in a bag. I found like, these are my favorite cards. I love these. And like all my like, I call like celestial or like ethereal cards, like that are more elevated for me in my mind. Like that's how I see them. Anyways, and I found them, so it's for a reason. It says unique gateways to mystical experiences, psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic records, past life ties, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, seeking between the lines, multidimensional awareness. Let me tell you something. If you never get really deja vu, if you do not believe in past lives, look, I am going to judge, but I have a theory about that. I feel like people that feel that way are valid for sure. It's probably because maybe it's your first round here. You know, maybe it's your first round here because you know how like oh my god, I just got this download. You know how like the natal chart, it goes in degrees, like what, 0 to 29. 29, 9, 10, 11. So, ooh, like 11 lifetimes. That makes sense. 29 lifetimes? Oh, hell no. 29 lives. Wasn't that a cat thingy? 29 lives? 19 lives. I don't remember. Wait. 29 lives? Oh, fudge. Oh, man. Come on. Oh my god, I can't reach and I don't want to get up. Oh, it's 19. Wait, where is that? Lives. Wait. Oh, that like a cat food or some shit? Cat food or cat litter? Wow. Why is this coming up? 9 lives. Oh, none of the above. Wow. Okay. Okay. Focus. Let me bring you back. Okay. So, let's see. So that's a good one. Two people in identical environment can have different experiences. One may thrive and enjoy opportunities of the moment. The other may see only the negatives in a situation. Here, one or both parties may be transversing realities on a micro level. These micro realms may look very similar, but in the way they feel, the reflection we see in others, and the way the circumstances unfold are aligned with our vibration. So it's great to be conscious of our energy in ways we can optimize our experience of life. Like attracts like. It is important to keep this in mind. If you are considering traversing deeper realms as it is an endless rabbit hole, set your energy field to the highest good and ensure your intention is primed for the places you wish to journey. Yeah, I mean, those are the people who are like, I'm a religious person, blah, 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 blah. But if you were, you would trust in God and give it all to God. And then, fuck everything else, right? But as spiritual people are bad, right? We're bad people because we don't wear cross. I mean, I do wear a cross, but go to church or read the Bible front to back, back to front, 30, every 30 days or whatever. Like, ain't no shame in the game. Do what you wish. That's your life, and like no judgments. But like, if you're gonna judge others, it goes both ways. Don't put it out if you can't. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. Oh, if you're feeling froggy, jump. That's truth or dare. I dare you to tell the truth. Okay. Okay. Just side down. Don't threaten, motherfucker. Oh. Okay. It says creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles, going beyond the judgment of good and bad, merging the duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to the ancestor shadows as the fertile soil. What did I say? Duality, the earth and the raw nature. Okay. Anyways, for exponential growth, the way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum. I'm telling you. Even the notion of separation, the disease. What happens when we realize the keys to our future are in the wisdom of the earth and the dreamings of the indigenous? For real though, I'm telling you, what card did we get? I'm saying right here. My people. My fucking Egyptian people, hell yeah. My black brothers and sisters. My fucking brown brothers and sisters. My white brothers and sisters that are cool, not the other ones. Let's see what happened. Okay, so the answers are in the geometry of the macro and micro organism. Interesting. I said micro, whatever, and collective level. Micro level and collective level. Ow, Ori, you heard me. It says the nurturing embrace of oneness in mama natures. Mama. Like fucking Stewie. Mama. I never watched that show, but that one episode I did see it. That was hilarious. Even the notion of separation, this disease can be symbolized as no more than a blackened leaf on a healthy tree. The ebb and flow of our evolution and devolution is a temporary blip in the universe. The message is meant to be what we can to ground heaven on earth, not out of fear. When we often try to avoid or run from negative situations, But when fear steers our decisions and actions, far more devastation can result. When we choose to let our hearts lead us from stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become fertile compost that feeds our ascending trindles, and they reach to the heavens and ground. It's a light back to earth. Step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life. You see what I was saying earlier? People that just say, oh, yeah, you know, whatever. Like, oh, you do hoe shit? Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I'm a grown ass woman, I'll do what I want. But I'm saying, you know, for people who do hoe shit, you know, your decisions are yours, you know, and no judgments. If you want to be a hoe, more power to you if you're a man or a woman. Preach. Power to the people. It says, when we choose to let our hearts lead us away from stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become fertile. Oh yeah, I read that already. I'm sorry. When we judge something, I just was fucking reading this. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories can often create limitation. I said that earlier. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime to heal our disease, and chrysalis. And the new way. We need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all where we are and allows us to know our truth. Yeah. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if the stories you have held onto are limiting your perspective. Stuck. I'm stupid. Okay. But for real though. Shit. All right, ¿dónde estás? Where you going? Oh, where you going, monkey? My monkey. Hi, sweet bug. All right, 38. Okay, so this is taking me forever. All right, it says new blueprints. Be the change. Take action. Take a step, no matter how small. Ignite an upward spiral. Make a positive change. Ethics and compassion. Creating a ripple of light. Be the change you wish to see is an empowering mantra to remind us that we can step up and create blueprints for the world we want to know. Powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. Every day is a new day to be different. Every day is a new day for a new start. Despite our desire to see change, we can be overwhelmed by all the things going on in the world, and making positive impact can seem impossible. It is healthy to have an interest in what is happening around us, but it's also important not to become so disheartened that we can't find an inner light to ignite even the tiniest upward spiral of movement. There is still so much natural beauty on this incredible blue planet, and there are organizations and solo game changers creating amazing transformation all the time. Shift your focus onto what is possible rather than what isn't. Stepping forward, yeah. Wait, those are the weirdos, okay? Those are the fucking ones that are NPCs. Those are the ones that are, and no judgment, bro, but you are blinded. You are so programmed that you're lost in the sauce. You're lost in the sauce. And it ain't even good sauce. It's fucking Kroger spaghetti sauce. Expired. Oh, that's fucking gravy in a fucking pouch. Anyways. It says there is still no blah, blah, blah. It says stepping forward with action, however small, will benefit the vibration of the planet in some way. We have more of a voice than we realize. As consumers, we can direct our energy and make a difference through ethical choices. By stepping out of our own needs and wants, we can help someone less privileged. We can pick up trash, be present with someone, or smile at those we share a path with. Small acts create a ripple of goodness in the world. Exactly. Consider the beings you can cohabit with on this glorious planet. Could you design a blueprint for ethical, compassionate, Heart-centered living. It says take action no matter how big or small. Be the blueprint. Be your own blueprint. And that's making you mark. It says Mount Shasta, your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you are, star beings, sacred places, unexplained mystical phenomena, intuitive messages, downloads. What did I say? Star beings, celestial beings. Damn. Atlantis, Lemuria. The energies of the meteor shower. Ooh, trickling down to earth. It says dreams and visions, aware that their entire continent would be destroyed. The Lemurians traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta has a profound connection with Lemurian people. As it was one place they journeyed. There are many tales of the multidimensional beings living inside the mountain and sightings of all kinds of unusual phenomenon. When I received the intuitive message that I would be writing and delving more deeply into the emerging theme of these cards, I had a strong vision to visit this mountain and channeled a painting on it. After a range of synchronicities, I found myself there. The ambiances of this magical place cannot be denied, and the image you see on this card, beautiful. It is beautiful, is what came through. Mount Shasta also seems to have a connection to star beings and portals to multiple worlds and parallel realities. On arrival at Mount Shasta town, I was involved in a Pleiadian channeling circle where I had a vision of the stars communicating with the mountain through the light code, an interconnected glowing grid over the entire earth. I had experienced these luminescent grid lines before. I have been told that I can put my hand onto them and connect my healing light with the other lights doing their work across the planet. During my time in Mount Shasta, I came to understand there have been many UFO sightings there, and I realized how connected the Lemurians were to star beings. Further research revealed several accounts of Lemurian beings of mixed origins from throughout the universe. This place holds many stories, and I had my insights, but felt right to keep the imagery for this card simple. I felt as if it depicted, as if what was depicted spoke beyond the mind. It's a really cool card. I was quite perplexed at the meaning of this card would be. I knew Mount Shasta would be an important card in the deck, but I didn't realize how significant it would be until the following was revealed. I planned to include symbols on the 10 chakra cards that would activate the chakras, but I wasn't sure how. The creation of these cards had been profound unfolding when I sought guidance. I received the messages that the chakra activation codes were in this Mount Shasta painting. There was a symbol for each chakra. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says there was a symbol for each chakra, and you can find them on the bottom left side. Yeah, bottom left side. I don't know what that means. The image is the seed crystal. That is, the whole deck is based around. Whale, bottom left. This guy? I don't know, man. Be more specific. This card is about origins. It's time to honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have any affinity with star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits. She's crying. All right, this is it. I'm done, bro. And the last one is shine your light. Ew, ew. So shine your light. It says doing what you love, time to thrive, giving from the overflow, life purpose, being authentically you, compassionate self-empowerment, loving life, trying things you resonate with, bringing joy to others, and by being an inspiration. You are amazing. You are amazing. There is no one like you, and you can do you as you can. Yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. We were just talking about this, weren't we? um, you may feel obliged to be something or someone. You may have stopped doing things you love to time or energy restraints. When you take time to do what truly makes you shine each day, you will light up and bring joy to other people's worlds. As you go about your life, you will have a sense of purpose and feel naturally inspired to fulfill your responsibilities. You will also have more energy to love and love to overflow. Doing what we love can bring so much goodness to our hearts if that it filters into other areas of our life. Yet when it is demanding more of us, we give up things we love to make. Is that the whole reason why these motherfuckers do that shit? Make you feel this, make you feel that, so you can give up on whatever the fuck it is. So, ew, that's foul. That's your motive. Anyways, don't listen to these monkeys. When you take the time, blah, 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 as you go about your life, you will have a sense of purpose and you feel naturally inspired to fulfill your responsibilities. You will also have more energy. Oh, what was I saying? I just repeated that. Yet when life is demanding more of us, da 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 da. For much, it says, oh my god, we give up things we love to make way for more practical pursuits. When we finally come back to these pursuits, we wonder why we waited. For much of my life, I did not paint as I thought was self indulgent. I questioned how doing what I love could be beneficial to others. Now, the constant messages of gratitude I receive for anchoring my visions, it takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives. There can also be a strong cultural belief that fulfilling creative need is selfish. The irony here is that tending to our own needs harms no one. Wait, own needs harms none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is time for us to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. Trying those things we have always wanted to explore, weave enjoyment through your day-to-day experience. Find purpose in the inspiration to spring out of bed in the morning. Can't spring out of bed when half of my ass doesn't work. It says, where can you shine your light? When you have a purpose, you will also have limitless energy. You are a sovereign being. Regain compassion, empowerment, and remember what lights up your world. What lights up your world? What floats your boat? What tickles your fancy? What razzles your berries? What makes you happy? You know, we're like, you know, like when we were younger, like what did we do to like that? We really enjoyed that, but life and being an adult like took us away from that. You know, was not a priority to you know keep it inserted in our life. um, you know, is there something like that you want to go back to? I know I want to play softball still. I do. But it's like $300 to like be in a league. Like I paid $35 in LA, maybe 100. But you know, I paid $100 to be on a fucking team in Echo Park. Like, and that was co-ed. Like, I never played women's slow pitch or whatever. Like, I played women's softball, but when I ended travel ball and I started playing like after 21. Yeah, I played co-ed. Third base, baby. Guys were ruthless. They fucking just be like, okay, bitch, you third. Crack. You know? And then they learned I'd either throw them out or have a great stop. And they'd be like, okay, she good. Don't, she'll get you out. So yeah, playing with the guys and stuff was fun. But you know, you gotta fucking be swift. have good reflexes. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna leave it there, man. I enjoyed being here. I'm glad I came on here, regardless of who's here and who's not. Yes, I'm glad I did this for my peace of mind and for you as the collective that you support. You've been supportive. And I can't deny that. And I'm not going to. Period. So, credit where credit is due. All right, I'm gonna be out of here. It's 7:30. Tomorrow, Sunday. Ugh. Not ugh. I need to finish up cleaning and stuff, and it's just a lot. All right. My name is Delana. Thank you guys for being here at Revolution. I leave you with health, wealth, and happiness, peace, love, and harmony. We're the human and the divine and intertwined. I haven't said that in a while. But yeah, thank you guys. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful 2026 is going down. It's going down. And if you're with it, you're with it. If you're not, you're not. We all go through whatever. I'm gonna put myself on a schedule. Don't tell anybody. I don't want nobody to know. I'm gonna try it one last time. And if I can't fucking follow that shit, then I'm a fucking lost individual. And I don't mean lost like you. I mean lost as in lost with scheduling. I don't live my life like that, and I've tried it many times, and maybe I just wasn't applying myself, but we'll try one more time, I guess. I don't put that. I live by the calendar. Stupid. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I wish you nothing but goodness and happiness. And if you're going through something, I wish you healing. I wish you strength, and I wish you good vibes, and it'll all work out. It'll all work out. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Can I end it here? Boom. Oh no, I can't. I have to get up. My ass hurts. Okay. Oh my god. It really does hurt. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's my water. Okay. Oh my ass is so swollen. Okay, where do I stop this shit? Oh no. What happened? What is this? What is that? Oh no. What is this? No. What is this? Excuse me. I'm a pig. I'm so disgusting. What is this? Nope.